Welcome back to Film Recapped. Today I will show you a romantic film from 2003, titled Sleeping Dictionary. A young and naive Englishman, John Truscott, went to the British colony of Sarawak, Borneo to try and apply his father's work to the Iban society. He tried to civilize them, building schools and providing education for the Iban people. He was startled to be met by a tattooed native who speaks perfect English, and who introduced himself as Balansai. Balansai took him upriver where he met Henry Bullard, who was governor of the district. Truscott was assigned a hut, a cook, who cooked well, but drunk heavily, and, to his surprise, a sleeping dictionary. A sleeping dictionary, he was informed, is a young woman who will sleep with him and teach him the local language. Truscott was shocked, and upset, although he felt very attracted to Salima. He refused to sleep with her, but offered to learn the language from her. Bullard was angry, because he was rocking the boat and refusing to follow tradition, even though this was the way things have been done for centuries. Salima became his sleeping dictionary, who taught him the language and the habits of the locals. Despite their intents, the two found themselves falling into a forbidden love.
John was eager to marry Salima despite the Longhouse not allowing it. When John told Henry about his plans to marry her, they locked Salima up. Salima then agreed to marry in the Longhouse and they parted ways. On the other hand, Bullard's wife, the manipulative Aggie, pushed Truscott him to marry her daughter Cecilia. A year later, John was seen marrying Cecilia. He still struggled to get over his past with his sleeping dictionary. With Cecilia, he decided the best thing to do was go back to Sarawak to continue his work over there. Returning to Sarawak, Cecilia noticed John's desire for Salima with his constant distance from her. Cecilia demanded to know more about Salima and John replied by saying that she's married to Balansai and that the couple had a baby together. While at the lake collecting rocks for research, John saw Salima with a baby. He believed the child to be his and asked Famous to arrange a meeting with the pair. Soon back at the house, Salima walked in unaware that John was there. John begged to see his son and soon Salima walked away not before John can stop them. Here, John met his son Manda for the first time. When Balansai heard news that John was spending time with his wife, he sneaked in to try to kill John but only managed to hurt him with a razor. The next morning, Henry revealed his past to John about his own sleeping dictionary, which resulted in the birth of another child, Salima. When Balansai was caught for trying to kill an officer, he was sentenced to hanging. Salima was not happy with the fact that Balansai will be killed as he's been a good father to Manda. Not wanting to kill Balansai, a friend of his, John went through with announcing Balansai's hanging as he had no other option. Later that night, Salima tried to break Balansai out, not knowing John that was already there. When she walked over to the jail cell, she saw John breaking Balansai out and handing him a gun. As Balansai escaped, John asked Salima to meet him at the dock so they can escape on the boat. Salima told him he won't come as they'll catch him. John turned to Salima and said, "Then I'll tell them I'd rather have you than a country. Or a language. Or a history." They embraced as the rain was pouring behind them. The next day, Cecilia announced she's pregnant, shocking John. Although he still has plans to be with Salima and their son, he wrote a note but stopped as Cecilia caught him. The couple then talked about John's love for Salima and how Cecilia wanted John to be happy. Aggie was not happy that Cecilia and Henry have allowed both John and Salima to run away together due to that fact that she never left Henry's sight, fearing he'd go with his sleeping dictionary. Aggie then sent Neville to stop them. John searched for Salima as she's left to believe that John didn't come to the place of arrangement. They reunited as Neville came through with a gun. He told them to cuff themselves around the bamboos and told them of his plans to kill John, Salima and their baby. They're then rescued by the Ibans, who killed Neville. John decided to stay with Salima and their son with the rest of the Iban community.